Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom, week 7, day 4, and of course it is still Green Doom. Today, we already finished all of Doom, however, we didn't end up doing post 26 because, well, we basically ended up scrolling all the way up to that point. So I figured we'd at least run one battle in that real quick, just to see what it's actually like this week, even though technically we don't actually have to do any more than we already have. We just want to do it just to see what the approximate difficulty is of it. Though with potions, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a cakewalk. Other than that, mainly just need to go do the class event and our normal dailies, and we'll probably head over to our other account a little bit and do, some of the class event on a low-level account. Forget what class it is for that account, but it is something different than this one. But anyways, let's go and start with Tower of Doom. We already claimed all the rewards yesterday because we've been done with this since yesterday, as far as all that, including our rooms. But let's go see what we have. Do they have it marked? 26 is room number 2. So let's go do that. Just number 2 right into the final battle. And still running the same thing what happened. We're running Yasmin's Pride with Apothecary and double Ketris as our team currently. Hello William, hello Mehmet, hello Junior, hello Medieval, hello True, hello the Krill, and hello everyone else. Welcome. All of you been having a good week so far. And of course, don't forget, this weekend is a Gnome event, and we will be grinding that heavily. We are not leaving next week's event without having Sentinel maxed this weekend. That is definitely happened, should be able to. I think we had about 5.5 hours, I believe it was. So much more grinding we need to get on it until it is completely done, which shouldn't take too long. It should take, well, that much time. So we should easily be able to get that done. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. Let's see. Let's go throw down a brown over there. Grab herself a destroy on that. And of course, during a gnome event, there'll be a higher chance to get vault keys as well from gnomes, as well as a higher chance of finding gnomes in general, which greatly increases the chance that you'd be able to get vault keys. And you can normally get one about one every 90 minutes or so. About one every 1 to 2 hours or so is about their approximate rate. Of course, you can go like 5 hours without getting a single one. However, you could also get like 5 in a single hour. Tends to vary quite a bit since it's completely luck based. But basically, regardless of if you get vault keys or not, you just generally get more loot during those times. Since even if you're not getting any vault keys off of them, you're still getting all the other drops, like glory, souls, anything from the normal gnomes, like gem keys, some small amount of gems, and other various stuff like that. I was going to go for that, and then I believe we can just kill it with a single Ketris. That should be enough. And even if it's not somehow, well, we have a second one. We'll go to that, boom, and there we go. Okay, so let's go see what this final battle is like. We haven't actually done any of these yet since it was this high up in the level. Just wanted to do one for now just to see what it's like. We're up against Gloomleaf, Asha, Sylvania Mora, and the Green Doom using every color this week. Gloomleaf, basically the entirety of this team is really bad if you try using skulls against it, which is somewhat unfortunate. Because one of the cheaper ways of actually running this far is Mang and Black Beast and stuff like that. So not sure exactly how you would counter that out, other than the fact of spamming Apothecary like crazy. And, well, actually... Oh, but then you still have to deal with Reflect. But then again, not really. Yeah, I guess that's all you'd really need to do then. It wouldn't really play too much differently. Because whatever cheap team you were using is most likely using Apothecary. Use Apothecary to get rid of his Entangle that he'll keep doing to your first slot. You then keep tearing their armor. And to deal with the 50% Scroll Reflect, you just make sure you have Barrier currently active off of every barrier, every brown. And never mind, you wouldn't really need to deal with that much, even if you were using a... oh yeah, duh, you could also just use Jezebel. And Jezebel does not end up reflecting his 50%. Yeah, either just having Barrier when you do it, or just using Jezebel, either or, would get your job done. Okay, we'll take that purple first, make sure we get that. Throw down a tier onto... We'll just go down the line for now. Right there. Get ourselves a gigantic amount of mana off all those purples. Get another Jezebel onto... Let's see, what's he doing there? Okay, that's fine. Let's throw this onto his bird. Get one more onto Sylvania Mora, and be good to go. Get rid of red here. It'll give us everything we need to win. And then we start poking him. Let's see. We'll go take away that. I don't know, maybe we'll go for one more Yasmin. Might as well go for one on each. A little overkill, but why not? No armor for you. Okay, so we'll get one on each, and now we can just start going crazy with almost 1,000 attack. I mean, 1,000 HP, I mean. So we'll do that. Obviously, one-shot that. Throw a skull. Never mind, we're entangled. Throw a poke on you. Double kill that. And now we just get another Ketris. So we'll take some blues. Oops, wrong way. Take some blues. This will give us our barrier. And we'll just instantly one off of that. So we'll do that. And a single Ketris will take it out, as well as 2 skulls at this point too. And yeah, I might as well take a skull. Let's do it that way. But yeah, easy enough. That's how all the battles would be if we were to actually keep going with all of our things. However, that is not what we're going to be doing. Maybe I'll throw a little bit more later. But there really isn't much of a need to. We're already moving down in rankings, not even up. And we only get a benefit if we end up reaching up to 20. And the amount of benefit more that we get is 25 gems and 2 dooms, both of which are completely pointless. I'm probably not going to be going too much further, if at all. We're just probably going to be stopping here. We're at like, what? Yeah, we're 7th in the guild, tied with 2 other people. So I think we're fine. The only thing we really had to do was 25 all, because that's when the final room stops giving you the scrolls. You saw there we got an armor scroll instead of that one that upgrades the weapon. Every room beyond 25 no longer gives you that one upgrade scroll for the weapon. 26 and onwards will just give you a useless random scroll rather than giving you that upgrade scroll. And that random scroll can never be the upgrade scroll for the weapon. So there really isn't ever much of a point in doing floor 26 or any further. I just mainly wanted to do that one because, yeah, we kind of skipped a lot of those end ones. But anyways, gonna do a few other things now. First things first, let's just clear out dungeons and then we'll head over to the class event. We are stuck using a bunch of beasts this week, specifically from the Grim Woods Kingdom. What am I looking for right now, though? I am looking for... That reminds me, did I never show a team on Monday? Did I forget on Monday to show a team for it? Pretty sure I did. I forget that some Mondays. I feel like one Monday out of every month now I've been forgetting to do that now. Just started it up and then just keep forgetting sometimes. Yeah, I don't think I did. It's probably pretty straightforward, though. What does Grim Woods have? It has... And again, maybe not. Oh, yes, it is. It's probably Triple Spirit Fox. Maybe I did show a team. Yeah, it's probably something Triple Spirit Fox related. Let me see. Did I actually show a team? Probably have a team showed for it. Pretty sure it was Triple Spirit Fox. Hey, I didn't show a team for it. But, yeah, it's probably just Triple Spirit Fox, most likely. Unless you were defeated into something else. Anyways, where were we? Back, and get into there. What would I do for a Scooby snack? Nothing. That's actually how I almost died once, actually. The only allergic reaction to nuts I've ever had since, like, when we first found out when I was, like, 1 year old was in the 1st grade. So I was, like, what, 5? 6 then? It was from a Scooby snack in a Lunchables thing. And almost died from that. So I wouldn't do anything for it. Let's see. We'll take that. Throw a key down. Yeah, it had some kind of, like, nut in it. And I was too young to, like, really be paying attention to it much. And my dad just didn't check the Lunchables thing. But yeah, that was unfortunate. Luckily, it has never happened again, though now I'm, like, always super ridiculously paranoid about anything I ever eat. Especially since the EpiPens are outrageous these days. Let's see. We'll throw a key down. Hello, Ian. Welcome. Hello, Haley. Hello, Steve. We'll throw that down. And let's get a key into the double kill there. There we go. Okay, so that's all dungeons. Next order of business. Let's go do this. The class event. So, as I mentioned, probably the Spirit Fox spam, right? Yeah, we have these 7 options. The only real good options you really have are, yeah, Spirit Fox spam. What else would you really use? Because you're probably using your hero with Mang and First Law if you didn't have too many other things. Forest Guardian's not really going to do much. Wolf Garrick would kind of defeat the point because the only other war gear you really have is this thing. So you'd either have to spam him 3 or 2 times with like a Fenrir or just all him or something. You can maybe try devouring them, 40% chance at a time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you just go Triple Spirit Fox for this. Let's go Triple Spirit Fox Dawnbringer. And I know it's a little bit weird going Dawnbringer given that we're denying out yellow. It'll still work. And we'll just do it with... it's a little bit less damage, but I guess we do it with... where to go? Shaman Hero class, just to get some free XP on him. That's 5 less damage, but it's free EXP, so might as well. And we'll set our banner into blue and red since we deny out yellow. Is there a +2 blue, +1 red? It doesn't minus into the other thing. Well, the easiest way to check for that is what is minus brown? There we go, perfect. +2 red, +1 blue. That's exactly what we need. And I always focus all in on red with occasional blue. There's going to be almost no yellows on the board after we use the Spirit Fox spam. Okay, so right off the bat, I kind of almost want to take yellow just so we don't end up denying it, especially for these earlier battles. Okay, we'll take that for now. Grab that to full, and should be able to one-shot everything in this first area. For the first 5 battles, and get 2 free EXP each time for the Shaman. Also, we do need EXP for Warden right now, so it's not completely going to waste. We only have it at level 61 currently. We'll get it upgraded eventually. It's actually pretty easy to get it upgraded because with the team that we normally use for... Actually, we might do that some this weekend, now that I think about it. Probably get it to level 70 because we're going to get Sentinel to level 100. That's our first priority. But we could also easily get Warden to 70, even though it's a pretty useless hero class. One nice benefit of it is it does get half mana start when paired with Forest Guardian. And normally the quick explore team is something along the lines of Sunbird, Hero... excuse me. It is Sunbird, Hero in second slot with some kind of weapon, Firebomb, and Forest Guardian. Normally the way it goes. And one of those is Forest Guardian, so even though... I didn't mean to take that way. But even though Warden doesn't naturally have a half mana start, we'd actually have a half mana start in that context. So, yeah, it'd be a little bit helpful. I believe Sunbird also gains a few extra damage because we'd have more Beast on the team, which would give us a Beast bonus, which is at least some amount of HP. Forget how many. It might only be like 2 or something, but still 2 is more damage that Sunbird didn't have previously. Well, it's not a huge amount. It is something. Anyways, clear through these. And it feels nice actually being able to get EXP from a class event. Many of these class events, it feels like we're getting almost nothing other than just like those handful of gems. But, which is still okay. But, yeah, more often than not, it just seems like we're getting, nothing to help our classes out. Luckily, this class, we're actually getting 2 times the EXP, really, in a way. We're getting EXP for our, Shaman right now, while also simultaneously getting EXP for, Warden hero class. Hello, Frank. Welcome. So what's with all the Val Ravens? I think we're getting more than normal. Which is unfortunate because we don't really need more than normal for this event, since we're not bothering to do it to completion. So that didn't kill. That's not too big of a deal yet since he's actually blocked on his mana, so we don't really need to worry about that. We'll try to red and actually got it. Unfortunately, somehow neither of them surged, even though we did get both of them. I'll throw that down, that will definitely kill it. The only other slight issue with this team is none of them are actually yellow. They're actually doing 11 less damage than we could potentially be doing. 6 less damage because none of our other 3 troops are yellow, which could be a potential 6 extra damage. And the other 5 is from their hero class not being set to anything that gives blue, red, or yellow additional damage. We're actually 11 damage down, but it's not too big a deal. We have the benefit of hitting with Spirit Fox for about 20 damage each. I say about 20 damage because it can do more than 20 damage. The first one would do more than 20 damage. Most of the other ones would do around 20, 21 or so, due to the lack of yellows on the board. Like right here, this one, we'll just do 20, since there's only 1 yellow. Gets an extra 1 damage per 2 yellow, I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhere's around there. Hello, Zeddicus! Welcome! Let me see, is it 2 to 1? Pretty sure it's 2 to 1. Yeah, it's 2 to 1, so every 2 yellows is 1 additional damage there. That skull really just one-shot? Wow, that thing is flimsy. Okay, we'll go and start getting Dawnbringer up. Getting that up the wrong way. Like that. Throw that down. And now we can just start one-shotting everything. Now we're going to bother doing Dawnbringer. We just go and one-shot 3 times. And dead off Spirit Fox. There we go. Hello, Jan. Welcome. How am I doing today? I've been doing pretty well. You use Doom, Glaive, Spirit Fox, Forest Guardian, Direwolf with Warden class and Summer Banner. Cleared easily buying to tier 3. Nice. Yeah, normally you would go to tier 3, or normally tier 3 will be able to complete out the event. One of the main reasons I don't ever really bother with these events is the rewards are relatively low, and very occasionally it forces you to have to buy tier 4 if you get really unlucky with Val Ravens. And if it requires you to do tier 4 just to complete out the basic class event, it is extremely not worth it. The only class events I'll ever do are the newer ones, because I believe they're putting emoji packs and portraits on it now. Plus, it's a new hero class, so obviously everyone starts it at 0. So to be able to show it for videos, I would normally want to level it some of the packs, just to make sure we have it upgraded, so we can show it. Can't really show it too well if you don't have, at minimum, its first 5 traits, if not its first 6, all the way to level 70. Either level 40 or 70. Normally level 40 is enough to show a good majority of it. The only issue is level 70 normally gives a good mana generating method on almost every hero class. Though the 100 perk on most hero classes are just completely useless. You can normally just ignore those. Okay, we'll take that, take that. First, you'll eventually need it for kingdoms, but I don't believe you need it until kingdom upgrade like 18 or something. And we are not close to any kingdom being at level 18. Actually, I don't even think we'll need a level 100 hero class this year. We'll probably need it early next year, but I don't believe we'll need it at any point this year. However, there will be kingdoms that will start requiring it. And once kingdoms start requiring it, quite a few will start requiring it at once. So do be mindful of that for the rest of this year. While it's not a big priority, you do want to slowly start getting your hero classes upgraded. Because while they're not too important to be upgraded now, they will be needed in the future. Okay, what do we go for here? We'll take that blue, why not? It's actually telling me to take the correct move for once. Okay, I'll take that brown. That'll allow us to take a blue. Gonna get another Dawnbringer, and then we'll go from there. If we need to, we can Spirit Fox something when it gets mana. Oh, we'll ignore him, actually. Or do we? No, we don't. Because I don't currently have any mana that's worth taking. If we did, I would have ignored him. Somehow we're still not full mana. We'll take that for now. Still not full mana. Well, we can get 2 at once. This will not only drain him, but it will give us the mana we need to cast. And then we cast. And then we do Spirit Fox one more time, and that'll kill him out. Or we'll take a Skull. That works too. Hello, Jan. Welcome. Hello, Byron. Let's see. Okay. So we still need another 9 then, so we should be able to get that down. Just need 2 more Valor Ravens within 5 battles, which should be pretty easy. Probably get one right here. Nope, not yet. So we just need 2 more, and then we'll end up getting to those little final bit of gems. Our Warden will probably gain another level, and then we can go head over to, I guess, Delves real quick, and then probably to the other account. I do want to get some of the Nintendo Switch account done. I haven't been playing it too much this week. Definitely need to get on that, though. But main thing we have today, of course, is the class event on it. Which even just doing the default battles, I believe, is leaderboard, which is completely hilarious. But if I'm not mistaken, that is the case. We're just doing default battles as a leaderboard. That, or we'll only have to buy like tier 2 to make leaderboard or something. Something ridiculously cheap. Because Nintendo Switch is still relatively new. Actually, I need to cover that too. It's been about 1 month now. It's been, what, 30 days Nintendo Switch has been out? So really need to cover that 1 month video very soon. Because it's pretty much like right at the 1 month mark. It's been out for 4 weeks, but it depends what you define as 1 month. Yeah, we'll need to cover the 1 month progress video thingy, as well as like an early game guide in combination with it. Oh, I should have cast out the other one first. Now I have no yellows to kill him with. I need 2 yellows to be on the board for that to be enough damage. There we go, now there's 2 yellows, and now he's dead. There we go. Oh, Markiplier? Oh, I know who Markiplier is. I've watched some of his stuff here and there. I don't tend to watch any of like the excessively big YouTubers though that often. We throw that down. Grab a, what do we even take? We'll probably just go Spirit Fox, kill that just to make sure he doesn't escape. Because there's no standard mana we can grab right here. So we'll go for that, just make sure it has a 0% chance of escaping. Grab that over, take a red. We'll do a thing, we'll get a skull off of that cascade. And then we could probably just triple Spirit Fox it. Actually, that's not going to be enough damage, is it? So we kind of have to because he's about to cast, so we'll just do that. Ideally, we'll just get Dawnbringer at this point. I don't know, do we just go triple Spirit? I guess we'll just go triple Spirit. Point, why not? Who knows, maybe we'll get a random skull on it. That is not a random skull. Okay, what do we take here? Let's take a blue for now. Grab another blue. Fortunately, no Surge once again. And let's kill the Spirit Fox. There we go. Oh, and we did get that Valraven, so now we just need one more. One more to go. Should be able to get that within that many battles. See why we wouldn't within 5. Yeah, we'll take that down. I'll give us most of our mana. We'll then take one more, take our yellow before we deny them all. Grab that. And what do we need here? We'll just go grab... None of it we really need, actually. Not a single one is worth it. So, here, have a Spirit Fox before you do something. Grab our red there. Yep, didn't see it actually turn. Everything else we just keep as is. Who needs another one? I kind of should do it on his first thought. Yeah, I guess we will. Let's get rid of that just so we don't have to deal with a mana drain potential. So it gives us another drain right back. And it's pretty much matched. Actually, that might be matched just in that cast. Yep, it is, definitely, for sure. All we needed was 2 yellows. There we go. And then after this battle, just one more cycle of them, and then we get our 25 gems, our 50-something HP towards Warden. And that useless amount of gold, I think it's like 15,000 or something. Not better than nothing. Too bad this game mode doesn't give 2 trophies each. Only the guild-related ones do. The ones like this doesn't actually count as a guild event. I'm gonna hit his summoner right there. Does JZG do the betas? I'm not sure. There's probably nothing to beta test for this next version, however. I am pretty sure we are not going to be beta testing anything. And if it is, it's mainly just going to be for bugs. Like, there's no feature that they're going to want us to test. I don't believe we're getting any new features in this next patch. It's pretty much just a performance patch, fixing a bunch of issues on specific platforms and stuff like that. So I highly doubt they would have too much for us to test, because some of them will be platform specific, and the only thing they can ever test in beta is PC. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not doing beta for this next version. However, the version after next version, they probably will for 4.4, but 4.35 almost guarantees not going to have beta testing for it. Or if it is, it's going to be really minuscule. Oh, I'll take that down. Oops, take that. And there we go. Yeah, next patch is basically just fixing specific platform bugs. I don't think we're getting any new feature from what I'm aware of. Unless they're just planning on one somewhat medium-sized feature to add just so we don't have nothing for the patch. I'm pretty sure we're just getting nothing. It's supposed to be just a really small performance patch, basically. I think we're getting it maybe sometime in May. It's either going to be late May or early June. We still haven't heard much from it yet. Okay, we'll throw this down onto Valraven for the obvious reason. I'll take a blue. That's the last Valraven we need as well. So there we go, we're secured now. As long as we don't lose this battle somehow, which we'd have to try to lose at this point. Even then, we'd probably accidentally win. So all we'd have to do is randomly cascade a skull or two. Ah, there we go. Okay, one more cycle. Then we get all of our loots. Yeah, the rewards that this thing gives is still pretty pitiful. Out of every single game mode that they added through all of these like sigil-related game modes, the payout for class events is the absolute worst out of any of them. I do not understand why they made it so ridiculously bad, payout for these events. And it's the only event where the weekend-long event for it, it's not this week, but whenever there's a weekend-long event for the class event, it doesn't give any extra reward. It still gives the exact same thing. Yeah, I don't know why they made these so bad. Who knows, maybe we'll buff them in the future. I'll take that. I guess we technically got a ever so small buff to it now, since new hero classes now come with, I guess, emoji pack and a thing with it, a portrait, but those are pretty much nothing. Okay, we'll take that skull. Throw that down. And down it goes. If anyone still has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. I'll definitely make sure to do so. Otherwise, of course, the next 3 days after today, main priority is Gnome event and getting everything done related to those. Hopefully, we'll get a bunch more orbs. This will also be the first time we're doing a Gnome event since we've owned Zugoff. So the only direct thing that we're really trying to get is more resources for future videos and upgrading hero classes. for eventual Kingdom Stars. Actually, which I haven't been doing much lately, so Gnome events are normally my go-to time to go and grind them out. Because it always feels like whenever you do it at any other point, it just seems so much less worth it compared to doing it during a Gnome event. Because we know we could be getting like triple, quadruple the loot if we were just doing it during a Gnome event. I'll have to do it eventually anyways, but we might as well do it during times when we actually get more resources from it. Because we're not in any immediate rush to get it done. Oh, he's gonna get a summon. Luckily, that summon almost dies in one shot. Unfortunately, it doesn't die exactly in one shot, so now we have to go take a whole nother cast just to kill it out. And there we go. Hello, Original! Welcome! Okay, 2 more battles to go. We'll probably get another Valraven on one of these two. However, that Valraven we do not need for any purpose. Yep, there it is already. If it escapes, it wouldn't even matter. And it's in first slot, so who knows, maybe it will escape. Especially if I keep giving them extra turns like that. Okay, what do we take? Anything worth taking? Not really. So we'll throw a Spirit Fox on... I'd probably do it on the Valraven, except I really have no reason to throw it on Valraven this time around. Because escaping means nothing. So we'll go through... Actually, oh, thought that was extra turn for a second. No, it is not. Okay, we'll just go one more Dawnbringer into a bunch of Spirit Foxes, and that should be match. Let's take that for now. Grab a Brown Sky. Nice, actually got it. Unfortunately, that doesn't really go into anything. I guess, well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. We got yellow out of it. Thinking about getting yellow out of it, so does he. Hey, Valraven's gonna escape. I'm gonna give him one shot. I'm gonna see. Can he actually escape? It's actually not the proper move to do right here. But, yeah, let's go let him escape real quick. See if he actually gets it. Come on, Valraven. I'm trying to let you escape, and you're not even escaping. Come on, Valraven. Come on. There we go. He escaped. Wouldn't that be funny if we still needed a battle? No, I'm pretty sure we already had all of our battles. Oops, he actually killed my Dawnbringer too. Oh no, we lost points. It doesn't matter though. Anyways, here we go. That'd be funny if we actually did need that Valraven. I don't think we did. Pretty sure we already had all of our sigils. I'll move that over. I'm like second guessing it. Oh, I should have taken green actually. Oops. We'll take the purple there. And 2 Spirit Fox will kill it. 4 Skull, that works too. Can you stop agiling? Here, have a Spirit Fox. You can't dodge that. And have another one because you also can't dodge that. Here we go. And yeah, we still have our 1 battle left. So that Valraven being lost means nothing. And of course he does escape on the very first one. Had a feeling he would. But it doesn't matter. Okay, we'll take that down. Grab a yellow. Take all the purples there. Take a red skull. And it was Dawnbringer to another Dawnbringer and to a bunch of Spirit Foxes. I'm probably going to hold for now just so we can take the yellows off the board. Mainly just using it as our backup kill option and to make sure none of them actually cast because we can just use it for a 7 mana drain. Worst comes to worst. We'll take that for now. He'll skull somewheres. We'll take a yellow that way so we also get a skull out of it. We'll bring his first slot to kill range. That over and then just Dawnbringer into whatever our follow-up is. At this point, it appears to be probably a 3rd Dawnbringer, since we have 11 less damage than we might normally have, since we're not using yellows on our team, nor are we using a correct hero class color. Okay, so that's going to hurt our hero. Not enough to kill, though. We'll do a substantial amount of damage. Well, let's go bypass it then. Here, have a drain. No cast for you. Okay, never mind. You do get a cast. Nope. Okay, we'll do that. He'll do whatever. We throw Dawnbringer. And then we just kill it with a Spirit Fox. Doesn't matter what he does at this point, unless he hits like 20 skulls in a row. And there we go. And that's all of our loot. And for that, we get a useless 10,000 gold, 25 gems, a little bit of Warren XP, and we gain a Warden level from it. Yeah, that's probably the goal for this weekend. Warden level 70 and Sentinel level 100. With Sentinel level 100 obviously being the first priority because I still do not have that thing upgraded yet. Anyways, that's that. Let's go head over to, I guess, the Underworld for now. Of course, we're just farming Warren still. We've been here for forever and a half. Oh, we might have a Cedric here. No. Okay, you know what? It's time to finally retire this team. I was mentioning it yesterday. They're doing it, but I think it's time. Unless we specifically see a... what's it called? Wow, what's it called? Unless we specifically see a Cedric room. I think we're switching to this team. Okay, unless we specifically see Cedric. We're going to be rolling with this, Mountain Crusher, and that. That's going to be our team now. Wait, do we throw a Weaver in there? To Weaver or not to Weaver? Let's try it with Weaver first, and then we'll go double Tina. Because this does allow us to cover one whole additional color. And what are we missing now? We are only missing the color of nothing, right? Because now we cover everything. Pretty sure that is the case, right? What are we missing? Yeah, nothing. So we'll go change our banner to, where to go? Banner, banner, banner. Oh, did the stream go down for a moment? My bad. Where's the banner I'm looking for? There we go. Okay, +2 brown, +1 blue, -1 purple with Shaman because we need to get Shaman leveled. And that'll be our team. What is the team with you? No mythics and stuff? For what? The class? We ended up running the same thing, or what we were just doing. Dawnbringer with triple Spirit Fox. And if you don't have that, you can run Mountain Crusher into triple Spirit Fox, or a true damage weapon into triple Spirit Fox, or Mang into triple Spirit Fox. This depends which way you want to roll with it. Mang you would obviously use once you start reaching the later battles, but for the earlier ones, if you have something like Crescendo or something, you might want to run that. But then again, that's the same color as Spirit Foxes. But, you know, if you have like a cheap, like a purple true damage weapon or something, or, you know, just something to plop there. But I think we're going to start using this. We do get less gold from this. However, the amount of extra speed we're going to get from this is probably fine. Also, I forgot about that. Whoops. Maybe we don't run that way. Actually, maybe we do, because what's that really blocking? We can still take blue into it. Because now we have a weird issue where we're going to have Weaver in first slot. Does that really change much? Not really. It makes us a lot less tanky, because I think it dies so easily, because there's no skull mitigation. But it has stealthy, so it can't be targeted. It has impervious, so can't, like, Deathmark kill it still. Oh, but then Tina blocks us on brown. Okay, we actually do need to wait until that double casts every single time on first then. Otherwise, this will slow down a lot then. Okay, that is a slight issue. And we can't even get around that with Tina either. Because Tina in first would also still block our brown. Now, so get that to full. We'll get that up. And, oh yeah, this one's gonna go a little slower then, for that reason, but we'll take our kill right there. Throw this down, and then we should just be able to weave our kill into it, hopefully. Yep. And we just do that. Didn't even need Mountain Crusher that time. Okay, we'll take this room. He does not have anything that can move me. Actually, I don't think any of these teams have anything that's going to be able to move our team back to normal, unfortunately, till the final battle. So it'd be a little bit too late by the time we reach the final battle. Be done with almost all the entire double by then. But yeah, we need to pay attention to that on the first battle. It's actually really important now that our team doesn't get shuffled. We're going to be running it like this. I wonder, is there a different alternative though? What if we put Apothecary in last slot? Oh no, but then that would have a problem with if it was actually in correct order, because then it would naturally be blocked. What do we take here? We'll take the blue for now. Unless we want double Apothecary. If we like ditched Weaver but went double Apothecary into Tina, that could technically work. And I think it'll just be easier doing it with this, but waiting until the first slot moves us back to normal. Probably the way to go. Wait, that's not enough damage, is it? 51. No! We have more damage and it's still not enough, even with that extra bit of damage that we have. Still not enough to clip that kill. Normally, I think that would be 43 damage if we had just level 100 Kingdom. At least until we get more Magic Kingdoms. Okay, what's a path now? We got a 1.3 treasure room, we got a 1.15, we got a 1.25, got a 1.2, and the treasure room in the middle. I guess we go for this treasure room. It's mainly just a glory treasure room, but then again, glory is still pretty useful. Okay, what do we need here? We need blue. We pretty much always need blue. Every single time we start up one of these battles, we need blue. Given that the team is in this order. So we'll go with that. You know what would actually be really useful? Enchant on green with this team would be insanely useful in this context. Regardless of which way we run this team. Because there's always going to be some instance where heroes can be blocked in the last slot. But I don't know if Shaman actually gets that at level 70. If it does, then that would definitely be very useful. I have to go double check. Oh yeah, duh, I can't check it in battle here. I'm gonna go check that after this battle. It might. It seems like it would be a hero class that would have that. I believe it even gains extra magic for green, but I'm not sure if it has a tree that has it on it. I'll go double check after this battle. I actually completely forget. All I know is that Shaman is pretty useless. The only reason we're really using it is we don't have it leveled, and it's the only hero class we have left that has a natural half mana start. There are a few other hero classes that we have that can have a half mana start, but this is the last one left that we naturally has one, automatically attached to the troop. Every other one that has it, that naturally has it, we've already upgraded to max. Okay, let me go double check that. Do you have enchant on, let's see, troops, click on anything, click on class, click on shaman, customize. Do you have enchant on green? No, you do not. I can tell already from the ones that it has right here now. It doesn't have it. Actually, you don't have any mana. Oh yeah, you do. You have +1 yellow. That's a weird combination of things to have. Yeah, it doesn't have enchant on green. It's been very useful. Actually, what tree does have enchant on green? I actually forget now. Trying to think of who has it now. Forget what tree it was on. Customize. It feels like everything had it before. Last time I was checking. And now I can't find it on anything. The Bard probably has it. Customize. Oh, it's probably under the knowledge tree, right? Yeah, it's under knowledge. Everything that has knowledge has enchant on green. Very rarely is the enchant actually better, but there are some instances, and this delve right here is one of those instances where that trait is actually pretty good. Because if your hero gets moved to last slot, it can still get all of its mana even if it's blocked. Oh, what do I recommend for today's class event? Triple Spirit Fox with hero. You run it with pretty much any weapon starting off, either a true damage weapon to assist them or just anything that does a lot of damage to all enemies. And then you switch into Mang for the rest of it and run Mang into Triple Spirit Fox. But yeah, Triple Spirit Fox is as simple as you really need to go for it. You don't need to do anything fancy for this event. Just keep hitting them with true damage before they do their abilities, and just keep chipping them down little by little. Yeah, Spirit Fox is by far the best option for the event. I did it with Dawnbringer for the first 4, and if you were to go any further than that, you would go with Mang for the 5th one and further. You could technically do it for all of them, however, the first 2 would probably be a little bit too slow. But you don't do them for that long anyway, so it wouldn't matter too much. Get a Mountain Crusher down. Get all of our mana from that, and that should be wiped. There we go. Yes, tomorrow is a great day to slay gnomes. This entire weekend's going to be a great time to slay gnomes. Okay, we'll grab that over. Another green. Oh, why am I grabbing so much green? Let's take a blue there. We'll do whatever with that. We'll take a green off of there. Oh, never mind. Why did I take that instead of blue? Was there even a blue option? Definitely should have if there was. I'll take that green. We'll do poke. All good. Still need that blue or green. There we go. Blue. And now we can start getting this team rolling. Kind of. We'll do this on yellow, even though it's not an extra turn. It is a decent amount of mana. I do want to take one more just so we have mana accumulation. Unfortunately, that did not trigger, so we'll just do that again. Throw that down. Hopefully we can get our explosion in there. And yes, it is within clip range. So we can get our poke. And we still have Mountain Crusher, so we can simply do that right back into another cast. And then we just Tina into Weaver, and that should be match. It doesn't royally mess up these casts. Good, it hit the right ones. Oh, and it hit high enough to actually kill them all. Nice. If that one shot would have not killed the last slot, it would have made it so he would have still lived with one. But we'll take this, take the other one, and then just head right down the middle. And I want to try this again, seeing what it looks like not blocked. Because we might start running this from now on. Actually, I should probably time it as well, just to see how long it takes. We'll do that for the next one. Normally, I believe it takes around 10 minutes or so. Somewhere around 10 minutes. Or take a little bit, depends how much I'm focusing. Because normally I do it late at night when I'm not focusing, like while I'm waiting for the video to upload and stuff. Just winding down for the night. But we'll go test it for this. If you can do anything quicker than 10 minutes, we might as well just do this unless we have a Cedric room in play. And even if there's a Cedric room in play, I might just start ignoring them. It is a lot of gold that you do end up getting it from it though. When you're actually using a Cedric team with Cedrics, because you gain gold, max gold pretty much immediately. Whereas a lot of these battles you'll notice will only get like pretty much no gold, because the only thing we're getting them from is extra turns. You would like to get the Exalted achievement, reach the highest renown possible in a single faction. Which delve would be the easiest and fastest to complete? It would be any faction. The absolute easiest in this current state of the game would probably be throwing a lot of gems on a new faction that comes out on a Friday. If I'm not mistaken, the next new one is, what, 2 weeks from now? 3 weeks from now. Not this Friday, not the following Friday, but I believe the Friday after that. Alternatively, you can also try doing it on a single Tuesday event and just throwing a bunch of potions down for that. Though, if you're looking to spend 0 gems for it, the absolute easiest kingdom, or the easiest faction to do with 0 gems would be the Crypt. It's a little bit hard getting to level 500 Crypt without, or with your actual troops. But as far as doing pure faction, it has the easiest pure faction in the entire game. And you basically just run Mang Skull spam all the way up to that point, unless you have some of the better mythics. Like Zugoth, like Megavore, stuff like that. But if you don't, you just run Mang into Skull spam up to that point. And then once you finally get to 500 pure faction, you run 3 Lady Maranas into a Graveseer. And out of any faction team in the entire game, the one for Crypt is the easiest, which makes it the overall easiest one to get to 2,500. Still difficult. Alternatively, you could just throw a bunch of potions on any faction and get it done that way. So that can cost you upwards of 1,000 gems. Which is a little costly to get it done. I thought we already had Weaver up. We'll throw that down. Get another Tina down. And then he'll move us back to normal. Nope, he doesn't. He still doesn't want to move us back to normal. The final battle, and he still doesn't. There we go. And let's kill him with that. But even if it hit the lowest value there, it would have killed him for all 3. And of course, we still keep getting a ridiculous, absurd amount of Arcane Lights, which is pretty funny. Still not sure why this is the only faction that has Arcane on the final one. Nope, still not a Cedric room. We are like 20 dry, it feels like, on Cedrics right now. It just does not want to give us a Cedric, which is why we changed our team in the first place. Okay, it looks like this path is definitely better. Yep, okay, we'll take the top path. Okay, let's make sure we don't accidentally have our team get switched up this time around. So we need to make sure we end this first battle with our team in this order. It has to happen. We can't let it shift to anything else. If it does, we have to keep waiting until it moves us back. Because the amount of time it would take to do that, even though that will take about... Oh, oops, I forgot to turn the timer on. Let me go do that. Up. Let me go add like 20 seconds to it, I guess. But let me go get that timer out. I did want to go and test how long that's going to take. Come on, timer, load. No, you want to. Come on, where'd it go? Loading. There it is. Move that right over there so it's not blocking anything. X out of that. I don't want to update it. Works fine for what we need it for. And there we go. And let's let it run for like 20 seconds or so. Yeah, let's see how much quicker this team is. Like right now, we'll definitely want to wait until we cast again. But, okay, that should be enough time for how much time we used on the battle. So let's go throw down a skull for now. Oh, come on. He'll do his thing. We'll throw down... I need blues. I also need him to move us back to normal. Go for now. That'll give us Tina. So now we're moved back to normal. Now I need him to not cast again. So we'll do that. Throw down this. And there we go. Okay. And now we should be good to go for the rest of these. We'll take the top half. What's the most viable VIP level to stop at? VIP 3, 4, 5, and 6. Or actually, probably just VIP 3, 4, and 5, actually, are the most viable places to stop at for the most part. VIP 3, because you would just buy... it gives free scouting, which is probably the most useful thing that you get out of any VIP thing, because it makes it so you don't have to keep checking your things. It's not even the gold cost that's saving that is actually viable. It's more so the fact that it saves you time, because you don't have to constantly click the button to see what teams you're actually facing. But yeah, VIP 3, because you could get it just by buying Death Knight armor, at $50 pack. VIP 4, because it ends up giving you, I believe, a little bit of an extra soul bonus, and if you already bought Death Knight, it's only $20 more. And the most viable thing to buy from there is normally Ring of Wonder, or a couple of those like flash offers that they've been offering recently until you've spent $20 worth. But either of those would be the way that you do that. And VIP 5 is pretty viable. Not as viable as it used to be, but it's unlocks VIP chests. And VIP chests are just an alternative way to spend excess gems. It's not really too important to have VIP 5 in the current state of the game. I don't think I've actually opened VIP chests in over a year now. Pretty much since they added ingots to the game, I haven't opened them. And they've been in the game for, what, 9 months now? Somewhere around there? Maybe a little bit longer than that. Yeah, about 9 months, 10 months. But, yeah. So VIP chests aren't really that needed. But, however, if you're actually spending gems on chests, it does have the best return on getting a chance for a mythic out of any chest. Not a single chest has a better rate of getting mythics than that of VIP chests. If you spend the exact same amount of gems on VIP chests as you spend on gem chests, you have about twice the chance of getting a mythic. It's technically 10 times relative to a gem chest, but of course you can buy 5 gem keys for the cost of 1 VIP key. But yeah, those are the only spots worth stopping at for the most part. Anything beyond that's basically just if you want to support the game, or if they have an offer that you just want to go for or whatever. But VIP 3, 4, and 5 are the only real viable ones to go for. And the only excessively viable purchase in the game is pretty much Death Knight armor, maybe Ring of Wonder if you're planning on playing a lot in a given month, and those daily deals that they've been adding. And not those daily deals, but those like little flash offer things that they've been adding. Also, those have been pretty good value for the most part. Some of them better than others, but for the most part, they've been pretty decent. Yeah, also, some specific platforms have specific sales that you might want to keep an eye out for. I don't think the Steam or mobile versions ever have any excessively good sales, though. And I know the Nintendo Switch version hasn't yet either, but PS4 and Xbox One sometimes has really good sales on stuff. The main version of the game almost never gets excessively good sales, though. I can't even remember the last time we've even really had a sale that was actually worth going for. There we go, we'll throw that down and dead. Okay, we have that, we have this, and then we have that one over there. So I guess we'll take these two, then take the treasure room last, and then head right into the final room. And yeah, we're probably going to start using this team. It looks like we can get our nightly battles done in about under 20 minutes. Whereas normally it would take about 30 minutes. That's quite a bit of a time save then. If we can knock off a whole 10 minutes just from using this team instead. Or, yeah, 10 minutes total. Not 10 minutes per run, obviously. But yeah, normally it was taking about 10 minutes per run earlier. And again, it looks like it's going to be more towards 7, but still, that's, what? It's almost 10 minutes saved. We're saving 3 minutes per run, that's 9 minutes per day. It does mean we're getting slightly less gold, but as long as there's not a Cedric room, that doesn't really matter much. And since they've kind of nerfed Cedric rooms, not in that they actually nerfed the room, it's just a lot less common now that they added so many more treasure rooms on top of it that can appear instead. So it doesn't appear as often, which is technically nerfing it. Oh, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Okay, good, we got an extra turn. About to go get a summon. There we go. Okay, 3 more rooms. We'll take this one and take down the middle too. Okay, what do we need? Let's start getting that up. That one, throw that right into a apothecary there. Grab that into Mountain Crusher. Nothing else to take here, so let's throw that down for now. Get a good apothecary in there somewhere. Looks like we just do it on purple. That'll give us another Tina, which I'll probably just throw immediately. Let's grab the mana though first. And he's dead. All we have to do is cast anything on him. It looks like Tina at this point, and he's dead. There we go. Okay, now we take the middle room, and then we go down the middle. Okay, so that doesn't save us as much time then. Because it looks like it's going to be, what, 2.5 minutes then, probably? Time save. And even then, if you take, like, the actual average of it, because the other one averaged about, what, a little over a minute per battle. There's 9 battles. So this team's probably saving about 2 minutes or so. Assuming there's no Cedric. If there is a Cedric, we might as well just switch back to the key team. Let's see. We'll throw that down onto yellows. Throw Tina in there. And it was need one more there. And it was kill with that. So it looks like we're trading off several thousand gold in order to get this done about 2 minutes quicker. Not sure if that's actually worth it then. Because we are trading off like what, 10,000 gold or so? Maybe a little bit more than that actually. Because we had max 200 gold each time, which gets boosted by all of our ratios. It was like, what, 700 or so per battle? For 9 battles, what does that come out to? Let's just say that's correct. 700 for 9 battles, that's what? That's 63. So we're missing about 6,300 gold per delve now, approximately. From not running it with Cedrics. However, we're cutting out about 2 minutes or so, roughly, at the cost of around 6,300 gold or so. I guess that's an okay trade-off. But yeah, unless there's a Cedric room, I guess that's what we'll run for now on. Okay, we don't need that timer going anymore. But yeah, I guess I'll just run that for now on. It's not that much gold we're losing. And we just switch back to key whenever we see a Cedric, and that is so rare these days. There's 3 rooms that could be a Cedric. This one, and this one right over here. However, we've been getting really unlucky with like seeing pretty much none of them lately. But anyways, let me go set up the other thing real quick. I don't even have it turned on at the moment. Go head over to our other account for a little bit. Do a little bit of the class event on Nintendo Switch version. Go from there. What team would you suggest for Warrens? Suggest for level Warrens? Do you mean for the class event? Or wait, sorry. Do you mean for moving forward in this Warrens area? Well, you could be using exactly what we're using now. This will actually last till about 200 or so. But if you're talking about the later ones, you'd most likely just want to run an entire team based around... oh, what's his name? Wait, does it not allow for... What's Iron Gut's colors? Can't you use Iron Gut here? I'm sure you can run standard Iron Gut for this place. Why do I keep forgetting Iron Gut's color? But yeah, you can run Iron Gut here. You can run Mountain Crusher, Apothecary, Iron Gut, Possessed King. It runs the standard best team. But yeah, you would just run Iron Gut team. That would require Iron Gut, but you can replace out Possessed King with Sylvania Mora. Oh, you mean level 500? Do you mean pure faction? Or just 500 in general? If you're referring to 500 in general, it would just still be the same thing I mentioned. Mountain Crusher has Titan or anything else that's strong. Followed by Apothecary, High King, Iron Gut, and either Possessed King or Sylvania Mora. And the other option is... or that is the other option. But, I don't know, what do you mean? Like, Pure Faction? If you're running Pure Faction... I'm actually not sure what Warren's Pure Faction is these days. I believe you run the one with Skull Mitigation plus Bunny into 2 Lunas, or you just run 3 Lunas and a Bunny. Let me double check. Where on Earth is Warren's? Oh, not pure? You keep getting switched around. Basically, just wait until your first battle... Basically, what we are doing for these delves. Wait until the first battle moves you back to normal. And go from there. You might want to put a Sylvania Mora in your last slot then. If you're... I forgot about that. But yeah, you probably want to use Sylvania Mora instead of Possessed King. Just so that they're always entangled to make sure just to make sure that if Sylvania Mora gets moved to first slot, it won't die, since you'll have them entangled. But just run Sylvania Mora in your last slot, and then wait on the first battle until the Tricksters move you back into normal order, and then just simply kill it with your 100% chance to devour off of High King Iron Gut. But yeah, you just have to wait until it moves back to normal order. And Sylvania Mora would be a little bit better because it would make sure you don't die. If you put Possessed King there, I think it'll die in like 2 hits. So, gotta be wary of that if you do it that way. But yeah, you can stall as long as you want, as long as you have Sylvania Mora. They can't really hurt you with much. I think they only have like, what, 1 thing that does damage? I think it's... No, it's not even Luna. Does it even have anything that does damage? But it probably is something other than skulls. I think one of them hits with damage. But barely anything would be hitting you during that time, so you can just wait until they move you back to normal. Anyways, let me go close this timer out. We don't need that anymore. And let me go bring up this other screen thingy. If it'll ever load. Come on, Nintendo Switch. Why aren't you turning on? Make me have to turn you on manually. There we go. Oh, also let me show it up on screen. That would probably help. Let's see. Where to go? Where to go? There it is. Let me go close this out so we don't have two audios going. Okay, so where were we? Let me just go move this over. The chat bigger. Let's see. Move that over. Move this over. Pop out the chat so we could actually see more chat in case we need it for anything. There we go. Okay. Where were we? Oh, and let me click this so I can actually see everything now. There we go. Okay, so where were we? Oh, and let me move this tab over. Let's go do Gems of War on here. And go do the class event and everything else. Or at least some of the class event. How do pure delves work? Oh yeah, let me go hand out a code. I still haven't handed out a code yet. Let me go do that as well. The way that pure faction works is you have to use 4 of the faction troops in order to complete out the battle. You have to complete out the final room of the delve, but you have to do it the entire delve using the 4 pure faction troops. You don't have to use 1 of each. You can use like 3 of one and 1 of another. But the 4 troops you use have to be those 4 pure factions. It can be any number of one of them, and they can be in any order. But by the end of the delve, you have to finish with at least 1 of them surviving. And it doesn't matter if all of them survive, you just need at least 1 making it through. But your team has to start with all 4 of the pure faction troops, to some degree. Could be 4 of one, 3 of one, and 1 of another, 2 of one, 1 of another, and 1 of another. But they all have to be of those 4 pure faction troops for this specific faction. And there is no way to put hero onto a pure faction team. At least currently. Not sure if they're going to add a proper method to do so. Anyways, first things first, let's go check our guild. How are tasks doing? We still have 2 tasks. I'll probably wait until we get a daily for now. We're almost there on both of them. Speaking about dailies, what are our dailies right now? It's where we pick the Pride Lands one. Unique Knights. That's probably not going to help much. But we need to go kill a bunch of things for souls, so that would be pretty easy. Okay, also my mic is blocking that. There we go. Let's see. If I actually move it over enough to the right or to the left, it actually won't block anything. Okay, what was I looking for here? Oh yeah, we need to go do a bunch of PvP. That we also need to go do. Anyways, let me go get a code out before I forget again. Because I know it will if I start getting into the class event battles. So let me go get that out. Let's see. Put that right there. Boom, boom. Oh, I just forgot too. It's going to take us no time at all to get the souls. Because you can actually bypass it just by using dragon souls and stuff. Counts every soul you get as a result of battle. Okay, copy, paste, copy, copy, paste, paste. And paste that in one more time. Grab the whole thing. And there it goes. There is the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Actually, let me move this mic over. It actually is blocking chat slightly. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. That should work. Anyways, where were we? Let's go open some keys. We have so many keys just sitting here. Some of these I do want to save on. What was the event week for today? I need to go double check that. I don't think it was anything that was viable to throw event keys on. I do like saving the keys, of course, for streams in case we actually do get anything that's interesting. Let's see. Let me just double check what this event week is. So we don't currently have any unique mythic, right? Wait, why does it say Scorpius there? Oh no, this is the Guild War thingy. The upcoming Guild War. Let's see. Oh wait, never mind. It's Guild War this week. Oh, my defend teams might be set incorrectly then. I didn't realize it was Guild War this week. Though we're probably absolutely demolishing anything we're up against anyway, so it probably doesn't matter much. But I have them all set for the wrong days then. Well, too late to switch them now. Let's see. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not up against anything that's even remotely good. Are we in bracket 1? Let's see, did they fix it properly? I don't think they have. What bracket are we in? Wait, what bracket are we in? Oh, we're in bracket 2. Okay. Kind of. Wait. We're... What? Wait, what? We're in bracket 2. What? Okay. Now I'm confused. That's really weird. Anyways, what are we even up against? Are we even up against anyone here? We're up against Dragon Force, Switch Warriors. None of those are even from this bracket. Oh, okay. Oh, Switch Avengers. That's someone else. Let's see. Switch Warriors, Dragon Force. Are we up against bracket 3 people? What are we even up against? Oh, we're up against bracket 3 people for whatever reason. But it's showing we're at the end of bracket 2. Even though we have the highest score of anyone up here. I'm confused. I hope this gets fixed. Yeah, we're last place in bracket 2 with the highest score probably of any guild in this game, or at least definitely like top 3. Might be a couple other ones, and there's somehow a 0 above that. Yeah, these are really broken right now still. Hopefully they get that fixed. I know we're in I don't even know what that is, but we are somehow currently in last place bracket 2 with that score. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure what's up with that, which is bad because that means we move down to bracket 3 then, even even as this happens. Which technically means if this is glitched like that, we would actually move up more if we were to make 12th place, because then we'd move up by 1. But here we'll move down by 1. I don't think it moves down by 2 here. I don't think that starts happening till bracket 3 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, hopefully they fix that. That's pretty broken. That is pretty broken. Okay. I'm pretty sure someone already sent a support ticket. I didn't even realize that till now, but we'll worry about Guild Wars later. Probably stream it on maybe Saturday stream some or something. But anyways, main order of business now is, what was this week's event again? Is it even worth throwing keys down? No. The only thing we could possibly get good that's good is Great Maul. However, I will go through all these keys and see what we get. Hopefully something juicy. Traxxas, that's an okay AoE into a brown convert. It's nothing too special. We'll open 3 keys individually, and then we'll go for the massive 50 at once. See what we get from that. Actually, let's open them 10 at a time. More suspense. See what do we get. Nothing good. Anointed one, so nothing good. Nothing good. Magnus. Well, we got another legend from this kingdom, though I think we already got the 5 stars, so I didn't really need that legend. Been a little bit more useful earlier. And then nothing. However, Magnus is the most viable thing currently on Nintendo Switch version for placing Bleed and Curse, because we don't really have proper options at the moment. So I guess it's good for that. The only problem is we'd have to fully trade it, which is still annoying. Let's see. Okay, so we are in... Yeah, it does look like we're in bracket 3. But it's just showing us above it for whatever reason. It's kind of weird. But yeah, hopefully we still move up to bracket 1 then. Or to bracket 2, or however it's working. Did people actually contact support on that yet? I know I haven't. Anyways, let's go do the class event now. Wait, where's class event? Class events. We have Assassin the class. Not too bad of a class either. Oh, we haven't even done the quest for it. Well, let's go do that then. Let's just do the quest real quick. Throw it down with a quick Sunbird team. Where is my quick Sunbird team? There it is. All we have to do is wipe these out real quick. Probably take like 2 minutes, not even. Then we can go do the class events. Something to get full mana, that is. We'll do that, so both of them have full mana. And dead. Okay, on to the next one. Can you explain how Guild War works? New player here. Guild War, slightly confusing, that game mode. Basically the main thing you need to know is every single day during a Guild War, you will have a different battle that you need to try doing a specific color for. What this basically means is you want to use as many of that color onto your team as you possibly can, while still making the team viable enough to kill every single thing you're facing. So you don't necessarily always run 4 of a single color. However, that is your ultimate goal, is to try running 4 of whatever the color is. So if one day says brown, that means when you do those 5 battles, you want to try using a team that uses 4 brown troops. You will not be penalized for using a repeat of a troop, and basically anything within that color you're going to want to try focusing on. Keep in mind, your hero weapon also has to be of that color if you do try using that hero weapon. But basically, you end up getting a specific bonus from your guild, which is the whole reason why you want to try using as many of that color as you possibly can. So for example, that's not where Guild Wars is. So for example, we are currently getting a 37 or so bonus, 37, 36 or so bonus for using a specific color. So like for today's, or whichever one it currently has you at. So like right now you can see we're doing green. So for these we'd want to go do green. But for whatever day you're currently on, you're just going to want to use ideally 3 to 4 of that troop. Ideally 4, but depending on what you have, you might just have to settle for some team with 3. And you end up getting extra points based on that for the game mode. Other than that, you want to make sure you set all your defends. Defends, how they have to be set is every single one of them has to be 4 completely different troops. You are not allowed to repeat any troops. These color-wise are allowed to be anything you want. So as you see on green day, these are not all green because you don't have to. For the defends, they can be anything. However, you cannot repeat a single troop within any of these 24s. Otherwise, you'll lose points. As long as they're all unique, you'll end up getting... Oh wait, are one of these repeated? Hold up. Why is it showing us not getting the full amount of points? Did I repeat some? Apparently, somewhere's here I repeated them. That's a fail. I don't think I am, though. Why is it showing us not getting the full points? But anyways, assuming that there's none repeating, you would end up getting 2,000 points per day for a total of 12,000 points. Not sure why that's slightly off right now. None of these seem to be repeating from what I can tell. Might just be a glitch on Switch version right now. Yeah, I don't think a single one of those are the same troop. Anyways, you want all 24 of those to be different, and you want to set up the teams to be good at countering the day. So whatever you have set up on your team, you normally want to make sure is capable of actually countering that. I have these all set for weird days currently right now because I didn't bother reordering them. But for example, let's say for Yellow Day, Spirit Fox tend to be pretty good because as empowered and gets to remove all yellows from the start of battle, making it good against everyone else who's currently running yellow on a Yellow Day. But you basically just want to set them all up to counter out whatever the specific color of the day is and make sure they're all unique. As far as the actual scoring system, as far as how many points you get, it's probably one of the most convoluted things in the entire game, and it's not really publicly posted anywheres, and the actual data on it we can't even find within the files. But the main thing you need to know is you want to win as quickly as possible and as few turns as possible, and extra turn spamming does count as turns. You want to accumulate more mana than the enemy, you want to deal more damage than the enemy, so you want to use like barriers and stuff so you don't take damage and entangle while you kill the enemy as quickly as possible. And you want to make sure that all 4 of your troops survive. And doing all those factors, or at least as most of those factors as you possibly can, will increase the amount of score that you end up getting for the day. And yeah, that's pretty much everything with Guild Wars. Other than that, you can also buy some upgrades. However, in early game, you can pretty much just ignore these because they're not worth it. Though some guilds later on in the game buy these up to about tier 3. I don't think you would normally go much further than that, though, unless you're trying for like first place on leaderboard. But yeah, and that's pretty much most of the things related to Guild Wars. Other than that, there's 6 exclusive troops that you can only get from Guild Wars. One of them being this troglodyte thing, which I have no clue how to check on this version. There we go. But there's 6 unique troops they end up getting. But even if you end up making like dead last, you still get at least some amount of copies of it. But yeah, there's 6 unique Guild War troops. All 6 of them are pretty much useless. But it's mainly just done as a chill week to just get some extra gems. It is probably the most competitive game mode out of any of the game modes that are in the game. It's pretty broken currently on the Nintendo Switch version, though, because the brackets still aren't set up properly, and everyone's still kind of in early game and mid game. It's more of a late game feature for sure. Earlier on in the game, you pretty much don't really pay much attention to Guild Wars, other than, you know, just trying to do it with as many pure colors as you can and just kind of playing it out. That game mode doesn't normally become useful until you actually get into a good guild, but you can actually start fighting for like the top several brackets. Because everything beyond, like below bracket 10 is pretty much the exact same reward for the most part. But anyways, where were we? Let's go do the class event now. To do that, we need to go unlock this class. It would help if we have the class, otherwise we can't do the class event. Hello, Pit-Pap. Hello, Halo. Also, Raw, hopefully that answers your question. If you still have any questions about it, let me know. Only your attacker teams need to be the same color. No, your defend teams do not need to be the same color. Your defend can be literally any colors and it does not penalize you at all. The only thing that you need to make sure you do for your defense teams is all 24 of them have to be unique without repeating a single troop. And as long as you do that, you'll get 2,000 points for free per day, which is definitely worth it. You should always set your defense teams as pure unique, because anything other than that, you're basically just being penalized for. But that doesn't mean they have to be of the color. So, for example, on a brown defend, you'd want to make sure you have things that deny brown, that are good against brown troops, but they don't have to specifically be brown troops. They could just be anything, as long as they're unique. Also, keep in mind that using hero, even with the same hero class, does still count as unique, as long as it's using a different weapon. But you can use the same hero class, like let's say you wanted to run Titan on all 7 of them with your hero, you can do that. You can run Titan on all 7 of them without switching your hero class, and it still counts. However, your weapon has to be different for all 7 of them, or all 6 of them. Why do I keep saying 7? Anyways, now that we did that, let's go do the class event now that we actually can. So we're restricted to miss the scale stuff. How's the leaderboard looking? If it's 20 or below, we can... Yep, look at that. Look at how easy Nintendo Switch leaderboard is. With the free battles, which is 20 to 22 of them, you can almost get top 50 with just the free battles. Actually, if you go Oh, never mind. Wait, can you do it with Deathless 20? Oh, wow, you actually can. But then again, maybe not, because if you tie that, you probably wouldn't be able to. But yeah, you can almost make top 50 with Deathless 20. That is insane. And if we get a Valraven there, we actually would be able to, because that means 22 battles. And even if we don't do Deathless 22, we could, even if we keep dying, we can actually make top 50 just off of that. That's kind of funny. But anyways, what do we even have to use? We have Naga and Mr. Scales, of course, but what does that exactly have as options? What do we run with? What do we run? So we can do triple Lamia. That's not awful. We have Tapon, but we don't have it traded. We do Marilift spam, but we also don't have her traded. How many spear? It's gonna cost us a lot of them. Oh, never mind. We don't have any spears. Never mind. Oh no, do we throw an orange for that? That seems a little overkill. How many copies of her do we have? Only 1. Never mind. If we have 3 copies of her, I might consider that. But we don't. So I think we just go triple Lamia then and just bother to fully trade her. Oh, we don't have enough red blues, do we? No! Okay, what's plan C? I guess plan C is run Mang, Poison Master, double scale guard. Do we at least have the trait stone to trait him? Yes, okay. We can at least do that. So I think that's our game plan then. We run 1 Poison Master with no traits. Or we run Mang. Let's go get Mang out. Run the safety Mang. We run Mang. Put that in there. And actually, I guess we could run it with Mountain Crusher initially, but oh well. Oops, that's not what I want. I want a clear filter. Clear filter, apply, and then we just go run a Poison Master there with 2 Scale Guards. And now we need to go upgrade these things since we have no upgrades whatsoever. So we'll go ascend this guy since we only need 1 copy anyways. Plus we still have 5 spare. We'll go max level him. Why not? Need to anyways eventually when we go and get Miss the Scales to level 5 stars. For any higher amount of stars than what it currently has. So gonna need to do that regardless at some point. We'll go throw those down. Get them fully traded so we get a bunch of mana. And there we go. And let's level him completely. As far as we can go anyways. There we go. Okay, this should be good enough to run the free battles on. Did we switch our weapon? I think it's fine. Could go Mountain Crusher instead as well though. Let's go find a good banner for this. I guess a... Oh, we don't have minus sorting on this. I need, I guess, a red-oriented banner. Is there a +2 red something that has minus into green or blue that exists on this platform of the game? Or why did I say green or blue? We need minus green or yellow, I mean. Let's see. No. Why is there no good banners? Okay, I guess we must have to go like a +2 purple, +1 red. That's not awful. Oh, wait. We have this. There we go. +2 brown, +1 purple. That'll work. I would prefer +2 brown, +1 red, -1 yellow, but good enough. We'll roll with that. We need to take a bunch of browns anyways. Plus, we can 1-turn Mang now. Okay, we'll roll with this. That should be fine. Mang, Poison Master, double Scale Guard. That should run us all the way to the first 4 battles. even this early in the game. Okay, so I'll take this over, grab all that mess, throw a Mang on Valraven because Valraven. Gee, no, we don't. We'll do it on his first slot just so that doesn't drain us. Just blues. Grab that over. Actually, maybe we do go Mountain Crusher. You could probably just win off of spamming Scale Guards. How much damage are they? They're 19, but they do double if they're poisoned. Oh, he didn't even get any mana on them, and they still kill it all out. Hey, look at that! We got an Arcane! Well, now we need 2 more of those. We can switch to Lumia, but I don't think we're actually going to need a Lumia for this. I was just talking about us having 0 of those, so that's kind of convenient. It feels weird being in early game where you have, like, negative amount of trait stones. We're, like, pretty much always at 0, and if we're not at 0, it's going to go back to 0 really quickly as soon as we start upgrading more kingdoms. Like perpetual 0. Okay, what do we even take here? Let's grab ourselves a, let's take a blue for now. Grab that, let it do whatever. Grab a nothing. Do we have any good follow-up here? I'll take a yellow for now. Because there really isn't anything to take. Just grab that brown. Gonna hold on Mang just to fill both those up. And pretty much just one-shot them all. Got 19 damage, so that'll be enough to kill him. Or not. Wait, how did you still live? 19, right? You had less than 19 HP. Okay, fine. We'll poke that. I actually need him to hit us with a skull so he doesn't revive, just so we don't have to deal with that. So I just exploded his skull, so never mind. Scratch that plan. Let's see. You're 19 damage, so that's enough to kill you. And ideally, I still want to do that skull poke thing. Oh, that's not what I meant by skull poking. Oh, that still works, and we'll kill it with that. There we go. Yes, pressing that button does ascend all troops at once. Oh yeah, I guess we can start doing that now. The only problem with that, though, is... Never mind, I wouldn't do that. The issue with that is some troops we need to have multiple copies of. If we need 2 copies of a troop per team, you don't want to click that button. And I'm pretty sure there's at least 1 troop that we still need to have 2 copies of somewhere that we wouldn't easily be able to get another copy of. One of the reasons I never click that button. I only ever do it as we need it for kingdom upgrades. I do need to start worrying about kingdom upgrades a little bit more. We are starting to get into mid-game where it actually matters. Because in mid-game, your whole focus is basically get every single kingdom to 5 stars. Early game is trying to get every single kingdom to 10, level 10. Then mid-game is trying to get them all to 5 stars. Then end game is or late game I should say, is trying to basically just complete the game, getting all the bare essentials, trying to get things towards 10 stars and stuff. And then end game is just you basically own everything. Infinite resources, and you're just playing the game for fun at that point. Let's see, let's throw that down. And to automatically have all new content whenever it comes out as well. How far am I planning to go with the hero class? On both accounts, I'm only doing the free battles. Even on this account, I'm not bothering to go that far with it. Because first place is starting to get really competitive on Nintendo Switch. To the point that it would take like half the day to try to get it. Which we might do eventually. But it would also cost more gems now than we would even get back. I'm not sure. Because if we try to make it first place on Nintendo Switch version, it costs at minimum 1,000 gems, if not more. Do it during any event. We'll see. We might try for it again. We're actually only 5 power orbs away from owning Zugoff on this account. Because we got 3 really easily at the start of things. Okay, we'll throw a Mang down, that'll kill that up. And on to the next batch. Oh, never mind. Oh, I thought that was the 5th battle already. Apparently not. Never mind. Back in again. Okay, we'll grab those blues over. Grab that. Poison Master. Get a Mang in there. Take a red for now. I'll try cascading some browns. Got one of them. Take a skull just to kill it. Poke us back. We'll poke him back on them poking us back. And then we'll poke him again. Don't even need anything else. Let's do it all with skulls. Okay, first batch down. next order of business. Next 5. Guess we'll take it from right to left. Oh, so hello, Ray. Welcome. Okay, what do we take here? Let's grab a brown for now. Do we throw a Mang yet? I'm actually get a Poison Master. I feel like we're not using him at all. I know we can use him for a bunch of mana accumulation. Yeah, I guess we'll take him. Not much of another option. We'll throw a Mang on that just so we can start hitting him. That. Poison Master again. Fortunately, we can't target that, but now we can. Now we need some reds as well for that. I guess we'll just Poison Master into it. Or Skull at this point also kills, of course. Unless the Agile is, but luckily we got 2. And didn't dodge the second one. Oh yeah, this guild does have one spot open if any of you are interested in joining the guild. On Nintendo Switch version of the game. I believe my main guild's still on PC, but if you want to join on Nintendo Switch, if you're an active player, we do have a spot left. Okay, what do we even take here? Let's go grab ourselves a purple. Grab that for now. Now take the other purple down. Focus. We'll go for the blue. Let's take green focus. We're getting like a red or something here. That Skulls have to take because he dies out to it. We don't have any good drops right over there. Let's take a blue over there. Grab that far explosion. Actually, that reminds me, how high is this leaderboard? I didn't even really take a good look at it. I started this. We're not going for a leaderboard. Or, well, I shouldn't say that. We're technically doing default battles is a leaderboard on Nintendo Switch. But we're not going for, like, the really high leaderboards. We're just going for the default amount of it. So we're basically doing it gemless. Yep, wrong move. Pick that up. Now we just one-shot both of them. Or actually, never mind. That's not one-shot, is it? It's a lot of damage, though. But I'll one-shot that one. I won't one-shot the other one, though. We'll have to use Mang first. And now to one-shot it. Well, I guess it's not one-shot if it gets hit by multiple hits. Ah, there we go. And there's our level again. We'll keep forgetting how quickly things go. Now we're at 113 for all the levels. Okay, how high is leaderboard? That's not what I wanted. All the way out, go back in. How high is leaderboard? Leaderboard is 90. That's not too bad. Then again, yes, that kind of is. It's what? That's at least tier 6, if not higher. Yeah, I guess that is a little high. All rewards is top 10 though. Oddly enough. You can reach top 10 on Nintendo Switch version by doing all rewards. But I'd rather just keep the free battles. Spending no gems and getting 100 and... yeah, 100 gems. We'd get 100 gems in an orb for doing nothing. Because we'd make, not top 50, but we'd make, well, actually, technically you could make top 50. If it doesn't move too much further. But you can make, top 100 from 51 to 100. That gives 75 gems in an orb. Of course, you get 25 gems throughout these first 4 rewards. So you would end up getting, assuming you go deathless and don't lose a single one of these battles. Well, you don't have to go deathless. You just have to make sure no Val Ravens escape. And you win all of the battles for free. And for that, without spending a single gem on Nintendo Switch version, you would actually get 100 gems and an orb. Which is pretty good. And no one really seems to be spending gems on it yet, so it's kind of nice. Because it's so much cheaper. Can you imagine if it was that way on any other platform? Where the exact thing we did on our other account was to actually yield us 75 more gems than it did, as well as an orb. Let's see. Even if you do like the minimum for all rewards on PC mobile version, that's not even enough to make a leaderboard these days. I think you have to buy like tier 5 or something to make a leaderboard most of the time. Tier 4, tier 5. And if it's a new hero class, you need to buy like tier 7 twice or something. Especially since they added emoticon, I believe, on tier 6 or tier 7 for class events. Okay, I don't have... Wait, do I have a way to kill him? I do have a way to kill him, so we'll do that. This is what? 38 damage. That is not enough to kill either of them. However, we can kill one of them. We'll probably kill his last slot then. Probably the more annoying one since he moves our team and it would make it so we can't use main. Or at least not as effectively. Kill that out so we can keep our one-shot skulls. Speaking of skulls, we'll take that. He'll do a thing. Throw a blue over. And it'll just explode everything into whatever else we get as follow-up. So I was just going to do some of these. I guess we might as well just do all of these. We're doing these anyways. Slightly more interesting than showing just delves on the other account. Let's see. Because these are actually somewhat difficult once we start reaching like the 3 and 4 area. Still this early in the game, particularly the 4 area. And if we go any beyond that point. I'll take that, take that. Again, our stats are starting to get decently high though. So we did get level 10 All Kingdoms finally, of course. We did that 2 weeks ago. Throw this Meng down onto... What do we want here? I guess we'll just do it on last slot. It should be enough to still one-shot them all. Our skull. And to start chipping them down. Another one. Oh, the Andjel! I'll take that for now. Better barrier back up. Worst comes to worst, solo hero can solo the entire battle. So we'll poison them just so we can actually get more damage off the scale guard. Never mind, we're not even going to need the extra damage. And he's dead. There we go. Okay, take this battle. And then we have 2 more sets to go. Grab that into that. He'll take a skull, but we have barrier, so there's nothing. Throw down this first, so we have enough to kill them all. I guess we'll take another brown so we don't block as much. Everything else not really worth taking. Take some red to get out the way, same as brown. Don't really even need to bother casting this again. What I really need is Poison Master. Better red. Get the war. Or skulls. Skulls work too. Take that. Grab another one. Grab another one. Or no, not yet. We'll take that, I guess. Start moving the board all over the place. Wrong ability. And now he's double skill guard or skull. Looks like double skill guard or Mang into it. Either or. Either works. Okay. Another set down. Grab all of our EXP. Gain like 1 billion more levels. And go from there. Actually, I think we only gain like 1 or 2 more levels. But let's keep moving. So what happened to all of our Val Ravens? We only have 4 sigils left? Why is it only showing 4? Well, we should get a Val Raven immediately next battle. I guess they're all hiding from us until the later battles. Which is unfortunate, because these battles are going to be harder to kill the Val Ravens on. Yeah, there's the Val Raven. I'm gonna say, we have like a ridiculously low amount of sigils right now. Can't recall a single time where the free battles didn't end up giving enough for all rewards, assuming you don't miss a Val Raven or a battle. Move that over. Oh, that's already dead. Grab that into a Mang here. Let's see. He's gonna drain us. I have no counter for that. Unlike earlier, we did not have Spirit Fox spam. Even if we did, we do technically have it. I don't think I've traded yet, but can't even use it here because it's a different event. One has Assassin instead of the Warden. I could have taken that for free red. Whoops. And slightly better. Not that big a deal, though. Put that in there. Get him poisoned so we can actually kill. Never mind. We can't poison the one we actually need to get killed. Quickly, he just pops that skull. Does an agile, and we just poke it. There we go. Also, what's sad is we're almost on leaderboard with what we have right now. Let's see, what was leaderboard again? Go back out, go back in. For leaderboard, all we need to do is complete 13 battles. So if we do 2 more battles, we already made leaderboard. That is pretty sad. Everything from there is just to secure slightly more gems and slightly more EXP. It's still going to be like another good month before Nintendo Switch version really takes off. As far as like people actually going further with it. Because the biggest issue right now is like almost everyone is sinking their gems into 50 bulks of gem keys. so no one's really using their gems on their on events. I'll throw that down. Or at least not that many people anyways. Only like several dozen that are, if even that many. Oh yeah, actually technically on this one today, there was only 50 people that even bothered spending any amount of gems based on sigil amounts. Because we're basically making 50th place just doing the free battles. Let's see. I'm actually surprised more people aren't though, because the player base isn't like too small. We checked it earlier. It's over 10,000. Actually, if we go check PvP right now, well, it's somewhere around like 20,000 to 50,000. It's the smallest of any platform, but it's still not like ridiculously small. Because everyone's still in early game for the most part. And the people that are in mid game are focusing on other things, like upgrading kingdoms. I'll throw that down. That, or actually, probably a good majority of people who are in mid game probably play on other platforms too, which is the other factor. Okay, there we go. Let me actually go check that real quick, because I believe we've done almost no PvP yet this week. We'll probably get a good representation of how many that is. Though, of course, this isn't necessarily everyone, because there's quite a few people that might have never touched PvP. But with 678, yeah, we are. There's currently 6,475 ahead of us, and we saw earlier that was over 10,000 by like midway through the week. So, yeah, player base is somewhere around like 20 to 50,000 then. Somewhere around there. Concurrent players are probably like ridiculously low though, probably only like a few hundred. Because that's what it was for the longest time when it's launched on Steam. I think concurrent just on Steam itself was around 600 for the longest time, till it eventually started going up and up and up. And these days, I think it's a little over 1,000. And that's still maintained, even though it's come out on a billion other versions now. Because of course Steam numbers doesn't count, oh, what's it called? It doesn't count any of the mobile, even though it's cross-platform with it. And obviously it doesn't count any of the other consoles. Yeah, we'll throw it with a poke. That over. Yeah, it feels weird playing in the smallest, playing on the version that has the smallest player base compared to playing on the version with the highest player base. There's such a large difference. And of course the other thing that affects it is the fact that it's so new. It's only been a month. I think it's been, what, 30 days now? Yeah, I think it's been exactly 30 days. I definitely need to try finding time tomorrow then, because that means tomorrow is the 31st day. So it's the last day I could technically say it's been a month since the game launched. Yeah, I'll need to try getting that done if I have spare time tomorrow. I do want to try covering the 1 month like progress video on this account. Also making it like a early game guide while doing so. It's mostly just an early game guide. Very little of it's actually going to go over the progress specifically. More so just going over like what to expect for the first month and all that good stuff. Okay, I'll take that down. And it would be applicable to every version as well. Though it would be focused on Nintendo Switch version. It would be applicable to any of them. If you were to start a new account on any. There's not too many differences. The only real main difference is the version, the amount of delves there are, and a few other things. But basically every single difference only makes it easier on other versions for the most part. The only thing that made it slightly easier on Nintendo Switch version is leaderboards are easier. However, you don't have access to some of the better delve troops that have been added recently. Some of the more recent buffs that are really good, like Elwyn buff, which is like new early game meta on every other platform except Nintendo Switch because it hasn't been buffed yet. And probably the main ones. The only good troop that we really have access to on this version is Gargoyle. Of course, is from Hall of Guardians. Because we only have 2 delves currently, Hall of Guardians and All-Seeing Eye. There is no other delve in the game. It looks so empty down here. Looks so empty compared to all the other versions. But the only good delve troop we have is Gargoyle. But there's so many other good ones on other platforms that you can get pretty much near immediately. Due to the Underworlds. How easy it is just to throw like 100 shards and basically get every copy except the Legends. But anyways, let's keep going. We only need 2 more Val Ravens. Hopefully this one's a Val Raven and then we find another one soon. No, oh no, we're gonna have to take out 2 Valravens on the higher battles. So far, these haven't really been too big of an issue yet. Meng seems to be dealing with them nicely for now. But we'll go Mank him. We have barriers, so his Enrage will not do anything. I kind of want to hit him so he doesn't hit us again, just in case. Definitely don't want him randomly enraging into a kill. I highly doubt that's actually going to happen. There we go. Okay, so we'll take the blues there, grab all that mess. We got everything up now. I can go double poke kill one of them. However, I think I am going to go for another Mang. I want to do it that way. That's kind of weird, but that's fine. We'll do that. Throw a what's his name at him? A Scale Guard. And any damage at this point will kill him. Doesn't even matter what we do other than that. Other than that. But any cast we do that actually does damage will kill, as well as the skull. There we go, another set done. 1 more to go, and we're already on leaderboard. We're what, 76 by doing the first 3 tiers with our free battles. And now we gotta just do these 5. Did I do dungeon on this account? No, I haven't done it yet, I don't believe. I'll probably just do it off stream. Dungeons are starting to get to the point that they're easy on this account. A lot of stuff becomes a lot more simplified once you get level 10 All Kingdoms plus Mang into level 100 Titan. That might actually be... that's not necessarily an issue with this game right now, but it's a kind of weird feature that Mang Titan level 100 can solo almost everything in the entire game. Maybe not at 100% win rate, but it can theoretically solo anything in the game if you focus enough and give it enough tries. Which makes a kind of weird combination, because at that point, your go-to option, if you need a backup plan for something, is just run Mang. Mang with Titan. And you just win. Wait, why did we get stunned? How did we get stunned? Oh, I don't have the right perk set. Whoops. I have it set to... Oops. I have it fully upgraded yet. I don't have its final trait set. I have it set, but I don't have it set to the right one. I have it set to Elemental. And the reason I have it set to Elemental is because of Sunbird Team. Because that Sunbird Team gets more of a benefit out of it. So we can actually get kills a little bit easier. However, for doing this, that is obviously not what we should be having it on. But I'm not going to bother switching it. I don't think we're going to die because we don't have a mean to stun. The only battle that I think even has stun. As soon as we get this stun, it's not going to matter. I don't think any of them have Death Mark. Let's see. Or Devour. There's normally not too many kill options that these class events have. We'll do that. Wait, why did I do it on that one? We can't even poison kill that guy. Fine, we'll go regain our barrier here just so we don't die. I need to get Poison Master rolling, so we'll move that over. Skull us. Oh, that does give me a skull though. Oh well, move that over. I want to try baiting that skull. We'll store Mang, I guess, on his first slot since we don't really have a choice there. Kill with Scale Guard. This does 38 damage. And we just skull to skull if we could actually get one. What's our options? We try for one right there. Nope, didn't get it. Oh, and it gives him one all for the side. I'll just explode and hope for one. There we go. And one more kill, assuming it doesn't agile. Otherwise, we could just go and hit it with a couple Scale Guards since it can be poisoned. Okay, we'll just try moving the board, I guess. Maybe we'll get it. Nope. Oh, yes, we did. There we go. Oh, no, of course it agiles. Why would it not? Okay, let's throw a Mang at it and then kill it with one Scale Guard. Actually, let me take the reds first, so I don't block it, because I have a feeling we're not going to get a skull, and even if we get a skull, it's going to agile. Even though it's stunned and has a 0% chance to agile, it'll find a way. It will definitely still find a way. Yeah, that's the only battle that's stunned, so that's fine now. Running without stun, it's not going to make any difference. But yeah, all my perks right now are set to Sunbird farming. I even have it set to +1 Glory instead of Brownstorm. So I really have it set to Sunbird farming right now. For PvP or Explore. I just didn't bother switching it. It's annoying having to switch on Nintendo Switch right now because it's underneath the old menu. It hasn't been switched yet on Nintendo Switch to the other menu. The one where you, what's it called? The, you know, it's not under the troop menu anymore, where it should be. It's underneath the hero menu, where it used to be. Still haven't changed that yet. That'll be changed next patch on Nintendo Switch. Next patch is probably with sometime in May. Around the time that every version is getting version 4.35, Nintendo Switch should be getting either version 4.3 or 4.35. There you go, throw that down. Though no official time has been given for it yet. That's approximately when it should be coming out. I'll take that skull. And now we just have to skull and be good to go. We'll take that for now. Grab that right into a purple and then we just explode everything. What can we take from there? Just go for that. On 2 more skulls. No, you're out there. Well, let's try getting Scale Guard up. Actually, we'll take it that way. Throw that out before it gets to summon or do anything weird. Throw a Mang at him. Unfortunately, he's going to get a summon. I can't stop that. Yep, there it goes. Okay, well, now we need another skull. Another poke of any kind. There we go, and now he's dead. Oh, no, it's not. Ancient Horror. Really? Okay, there we go. Now he's dead. 3 more battles to go. Oh, that was also our final Valraven. So now it doesn't even matter if we missed a Valraven, which I highly doubt we would, but we do have a spare one just in case. We still can't lose any battles, but if we lose a Valraven now, it won't matter. Okay, I should probably throw it out on him because he has armor for 50% reduction, so he's going to live if I don't do that. I'll throw an explode onto that. Get another skull and just throw a Mang down. Throw it down to his last slot. So we can kill it with Scale Guard, assuming it finally gets mana. Aw, that explosion ruined our skull poke. Oh well, we'll throw that down. There we go, still got one. Oh, don't kill our hero. I guess it doesn't actually matter. Well, it kind of does. Probably not letting him kill any. Because I think it might still be possible to get an extra 25 gems if we go deathless. No! Oh well, 25 gems doesn't mean much. Still would have helped though. Wait, we don't even have enough to kill him yet. Hold up. Take that red. And then we kill him. That'd be sad though, if that makes it so we don't get 25 more gems. I'm pretty sure we weren't going to get those 25 gems regardless. It would have been exactly 50th place. Which means someone would have probably passed us by the time the event ends. But then again, if we get another Valraven, we could still pass it for 25 gems. Actually, you know what? We actually do need to get the next Valraven. I forgot about that. Because next Valraven does mean 25 gems. Every little bit counts. Let's see. We'll throw that up. Take a blue over. Get the brown cascade. Let's take that skull for now. If he can't take a skull follow-up, I'll hit another one on him. Of course, he agiles. Actually, that wouldn't have killed even if it did. Hit him. So we'll do a Mang so everything will kill. We'll do that so it's in one-shot range so we can kill Queen Mab. And now we just need blue or purple to go get mana. That for now. Grab a nothing. The green's our only option. Green is not useful. Focus. We'll take brown. No good brown, so let's take that for now. I'll take a red for now. We don't have any kind of good cascade, so let's take this red as well. Oh, he gets free purple out of it, though. Okay, we won't go for it. We'll stick skull. Probably drop red to purple, or another skull. That works, too. And it's pretty much dead. All we have to do is take a red into Scale Guard. He would even poison yet. Luckily, we just get another skull, so we don't even need that. Come on, Valraven. If we drop our Valraven here, we get a 25 free gems. If not, we don't. Hey, we got Valraven. Okay, we get our gems. Never mind, we still get our free gems. So for free, we get 125 gems and 1 orb. Without spending a single gem on the event. That is pretty insane. Too bad that just isn't the default for every version of the game. Especially if you could do that for literally every event, which you basically can on the Nintendo Switch version. Just shower you in gems. And so few people are competing for it currently. Wrong one. Okay, I'll take a purple down for now. Oh, first we need to actually make sure we kill that Valraven though. Not if we have one, if he actually escapes, but there we go, we got him. There we go. And now we'll do one more battle because that gets us, let's see, where would we have been? If we didn't get a Valraven there, would we have not gotten, the gems? Oh no, we still would have made top 50, even if we didn't get that Valraven. If we didn't get that Valraven, we would have been, yeah, top 50 still. Would have been right there. That means we had to have scored at least one higher than him. So that means he died 3 times and we only died once. On one of our troops. So yeah, even without that Valraven, we still would have made it, but we'll still do one more battle just to guarantee we get it. I'll do it on the 55, so it's worth even more. Actually, no, we won't. We'll do it on this 55. Actually, both of them are pretty annoying, aren't they? Okay, we'll just do it on this one. It's fine, though. Get that slightly more points in case it matters for whatever reason. Okay, now their stats are basically what our stats are, so we do have to be a little careful here. Because if Mang dies, we die. I'm actually not. Actually, yeah, I do take that skull. We'll throw a Mang on you. Grab a. I need another brown. I'll take that one over. We'll do whatever. Stop sculling us. Take another brown so we don't lose our barrier. Another skull. You're not dead. Let's see. We'll take that red there. Kill it with scale guard. Probably. Actually, we can just kill it with explosion at this point. That is enough, right? Or do we just take the skull? No, I think we take explosion. Yeah, we take explosion. It's enough to kill. It's only feeding mana back into itself, but it might cascade us something. We'll take another skull. That'll kill him, and it'll revive back as Drake. Oops, crafting purple. Oh, that could have been full mana for our thingy. Oh, it's not too big a deal. We should be fine. We'll throw it out on him so we can go kill him with the scale guards. We're gonna have to double scale guard him here just so he doesn't get any summons. And take that blue because why not? Take a skull if we had it, but we don't, so we'll just go and scale guard him again. There we go. Okay, that should be matched as long as Hero doesn't die, and even if Hero dies at this point, they're low enough that we could probably do it with just scale guards. Okay, didn't get a summon there. That's fine. Take that. That's. Ideally, we'd have a skull here. Doesn't look like it though. We're still burned. That could actually become a pretty big issue. I'll just take that for now. Break our barrier. We'll take a skull, and one more skull kills pretty much. Or not pretty much. It does kill. That over. Explosion ruins us again, but luckily it cascades into the skull, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we don't even need to bother with the other battle because it's not going to give us anything. But there we go. So for free, we got. Oh, maybe we should go do another one. I don't know. I don't think that many people will pass us. That's probably fine. Anyways, there we go. For only free. For the price of free, we get 125 gems and an orb. Not too bad, because we get 25 gems from all the rewards and another 100 in an orb from the thingy. There we go. And we get Assassin level 9 out of it. Not like we'll ever be using it. We're pretty much only ever using... Hey, Zeddicus gave us some keys, thanks. But we're basically only ever going to be using Titan. I don't think I'm ever going to bother using anything other than Titan on this account. We're not really going too much beyond late game. Like, we're probably going to reach late game on this account, but we're probably not going to be playing much late game on this account for the most part. But I do want to at least reach it, because I do want to see what the mid-game to late game experience is like. I haven't done it in, like, over a year. So, yeah, what we're currently doing now. And, of course, that is getting every single kingdom to level 5, mainly. Once you start getting into late game, though, you're starting to get into, like, ridiculously large grinds. Like, getting from early game to mid game, like 100 to 200 hours. We already know that exactly from everything that we tested out. But then getting from just mid game to late game takes probably another 500 to 1,000 hours. And the reason I don't want to do late game to end game is late game to end game is like, I want to say 2 to 5 more hours on top of that. So yeah, we'll be doing the next one, which is like 1,000 hours tops. And we'll probably get it done quicker than that. But that's the next goal we have. And then after there, we're probably not going too much further on the account. Because at that point, getting much further is just really, really time consuming. But I never have actually gone from mid-game to late game yet, just because it is pretty a high amount of time. But we will be doing it on this account slowly over time. Not anytime soon, obviously. We'll be lucky if we have it done by the end of this year. Who knows? We might have it done by the end of this year. Maybe that'll be a side goal. Get this account to late game by the end of this year. We already have several 5-star kingdoms. I think we have like 4 or 5 right now. But trying to get literally all of them to that point does take quite a bit of time. Anyways, will you show your later talent tree for Titan, or will you tell what you select? Oh yeah, there's a couple different ways you can select out Titan. Depends which way you want to play it. There's about 3 to 4 different ways you set it. And of course, it just crashed. Good job. Let's see. Let's try it again. Gems of War is not the only game that crashes on Switch, though. Actually, even Smash, since the most recent patch, has been crashing some. Mainly on the video editor, or not the video editor, mainly on the, what they call it, the stage builder ones. Stage builder maps. But anyways, let me go show Titan Tree real quick. Does anyone else have any other questions before we head out as well? Let me know. Otherwise, we will be wrapping up as soon as we finish out that question. Anything else anyone's wondering about? Let's see. You're running the Alchemist, Moneylender, Yagway, Deafneal, Titan combo. And you notice that Deafneal has different perks than you. Which weapon to level. Will this be changed for future Switch patch? What is it currently on Switch? It should have 2 explosions and the automatic extra turn. Well, automatically has the extra turn on weapon. Let me see. Let's see. Deafneal. See, what perks does it have on this version of the game? Isn't that what it normally has? It seems about what it normally has, right? Destroy random doom skull. Give all allies a bunch of mana. Bunch of life. If you saw in a past video, I believe they changed this one explosion. This might have been Explode a Skull earlier. They ended up changing this to give all allies 2 mana. This was changed several patches ago, and this is how it is on the normal version of the game. You may have seen a video in the past where this said Explode a Skull. However, that has been changed on all versions, including Nintendo Switch, since several months ago. They ended up several months ago changing all the 1 explosion perks to a bunch of mana gain. And the video that you saw that from earlier was a video that didn't have that change yet. But no, this is normal. It should say give all allies 2 mana, and that's what it says on all versions. Even if I go check the main version, it'll say the same thing. If I go check my other account. What was the other thing I was going to go do real quick? Oh yeah, someone asked about the Titan class. There's a couple different ways you set Titan. The most common way you set Titan is Impact, which is stun it every single time it hits you with a skull. Gain 2 attack every single time you get hit. Either the +3 armor to all allies or the +1 magic to yellow. Or sorry, not to all allies, to brown allies. Or actually, let me just say the ones that are useful for each one. So on this first tree, all 3 of them are useful. It really just depends what you're doing. In early game, you generally go for the +4 attack. In pretty much all other circumstances, you pretty much go with stun, especially once you start going into game modes that have traits. And there are some occasions where you do run with the Storm. However, if you're running something like Mountain Crusher, you normally don't need it because Mountain Crusher supplies you with the Brown Storm. But if you're using, let's say, like Essence of Evil with this hero class, if you're doing that on one of the main versions, not on Nintendo Switch since it doesn't exist yet. But if you're using something like Essence of Evil that doesn't naturally have a Storm, then you might want to run like Chaos Storm with it. But something like Mountain Crusher, you just go Impact on. And more often than not, you run Impact of these 3. Next one, you pretty much always run on +2 attack whenever you get hit, because these other 2 are just extra magic to useless weapon types. So you pretty much just always run it with extra attack. This one you run normally on either +3 brown allies or +1 magic. Normally you run it with +1 magic. However, if there's nothing on your team that's yellow that's really gaining a benefit from magic, you just go with the armor instead. Just so you live a little bit better. The next tree, you pretty much always go Brown Storm. However, if you're farming in PvP, it is sometimes better to go for the +1 glory. However, you sometimes win so much quicker with the Brown Storm that's better to go with it. If you're doing Sunbird spam, like a Sunbird related team like Sunbird Rowain, like what I'm currently running is Mountain Crusher, Sunbird Rowain, Firebomb, and PvP. That's actually better than Dust Storm because we already create a Firestorm at the start of battle pretty much. There's no point in us starting a Brown Storm, so we might as well just go with the extra glory. Those are the only 2 perks that are worth it there. Almost 100% of the time on this one, you go gain a barrier every brown. That's one of the whole points of even using this hero class, is to have Brown Storm into gain barrier every brown. It's one of the strongest combos of any hero class in the game. For this last tree, there are 3 that are viable. The 2 that are normally used are Enrage every single time you take an extra turn. This is used whenever you're doing scroll spam teams or when you need the board to be a specific way and you don't want to die. Generally, this is when you're doing scroll spam or if you're doing a game mode where the enemy is going to hit you, kill you in 1 shot, 2 shots, and sometimes 3 shots. You'll want to use this instead of the mana. Though if you're just running through quick PvP or Guild Wars or anywheres where you're not really going to die, or at least the chance of them killing you with skulls is a lot less likely, we're most likely just going to want to go with the extra mana. And you can accumulate a lot with this, especially if there's a storm going on. You have a good chance of getting an extra turn. And if you don't naturally have a storm, you can use the Chaos Storm with it off the very first perk. And other than that, you would normally go Fortitude almost always on the final trait, which gives immune to stun, poison, disease, death mark, and devour. The only instance you really don't is if you're running basically a Sunbird Firebomb team, because Sunbird is elemental, Firebomb is elemental, and isn't Rowan elemental? It's pretty much everything's elemental except your hero is elemental. And unfortunately, there's still not an elemental hero class yet, so that would be a pretty nice hero class if they ever do get it around. Especially since next faction on every version except Nintendo Switch is bringing in half mana start to all elementals. Unfortunately, no elemental hero class exists yet. But yeah, basically the way that you normally run Titan is Impact, Counter Strike, Thunder Fist, Stone Aura, Rock Solid, Explode or Lightning Strike, and Fortitude. That is basically how you run Titan. The way I have it set up currently is set up for doing basically this. Either 1 trophy casual PvP, 1 trophy normal PvP, or doing Explore is what I basically have it set to. So for example, if we just go over to this battle, kill this real quick, Mountain Crusher, Sunbird, Rowan, Firebomb. All 3 of these are elemental, as you can see. Elemental, elemental, and elemental. And we end up getting a bonus off its final perk. And we have it set to explosions because there's no point in rage since they're just going to die instantly anyways. And we just throw a Firebomb immediately. Ideally something will have full mana. We kill it, and if that didn't kill, Rowan would kill. And that's pretty much how that works, and then you win in like 20 seconds or less. But yeah, that's pretty much how that works. Yeah, those are all the ways you use Titan. And sometimes you set it to work for Giants, but more often than not, you would set it to one of those two. Either working for Elementals and something like that, or just setting it to its standard for stuff like Delves, for PvP, or for Delves, for Guild Wars, for pieces of content that are really hard to take out. And even in early game, you'd set it to that for things like dungeons, for example. Actually, I might as well go set it now. Okay, fine, we'll go set it to its proper one. Yeah, let's set it exactly to its proper one. So it's Impact, Counter Strike. For this particular instance, I'll just go with Armor, Stone Aura, Rock Solid, and the oops, wrong one. That stays on Explosion, and that goes to Fortitude. But yeah, that's the standard that you do then. Impact, Counter Strike, Stone Circle, everything that's set to now. Stone Aura, Rock Salad, Lightning Strike, or a Bloodthirsty, depending on the situation. And Fortitude. Yeah, that's all you have to run with it. Anyways, let's go run that then, real quick, for the dungeons. Go do our 3 daily dungeon thingies. And then we'll probably end out from there. So if anyone still has any other questions, let me know. Oh, this is not the team I wanted to use. Luckily, Dungeons has infinite tries. Actually, could we win with this? I guess we could actually try winning with this real quick. Actually, not that bad to try throwing it for this battle. For the other battles, I do want to switch to my normal team, though. Normally, you only use this team if both casts would actually killed. If it takes more than that, it's normally not worth using this team. Okay, we'll stick that for now, since we don't really have another option. Grab a red, same reason. And that should be enough to kill. There we go. Okay, let's switch to an actual team now. Or actual team meant for this game mode. Let's see, where'd it go? I still haven't changed from this team yet either. I might revamp it soon, but Mang, Apothecary, Cockatrice, and Glaceon. If you don't have Glaceon, you could use Skeleton, which is a common off of gold keys. Really easy to obtain this team. Hardest part's the Apothecary, but even that's pretty easy. You can get in Glory and Gem Keys as a random drop. Don't have it already. Oh, what am I doing? I can take a Skull there. So we'll grab that, take a Mang down, and then just destroy his entire team. Yeah, we'll grab that first, even though that ruins our extra turn chance. That Skull. We'll take one more Skull, apparently. Giving us Skulls. That's the Mang down, and we just wipe out his entire team probably in one cast, hopefully. No, we cannot. No alignment. Still no alignment. Pretty bad board. We drain him. No, we'll go Apothecary, and then we could probably get a some kind of alignment here, or not. Let's see. We still have nothing. Okay, we'll just drain him, I guess. Oh, I should have banked him actually. Need to get rid of that barrier so we can actually kill him with Doom Skulls. We'll do that. Looks like Glaceon gets to do nothing. Good job, Glaceon. There we go. We finally got something out of it. Really bad Glaceon that time around. Okay, what do we take here? Let's grab Apothecary up with a red, I guess. Oh, but that gives him brown. It's not too big a deal. As long as he doesn't get full mana for Bird's Avatar, we should be fine. We can get our Surge. I guess we just grab a red for now. One that doesn't give him yellow. Good, we got our turn as well. Throw a Mang onto his... let me take it on last slot. Probably should do it on his first slot, but I really don't want him getting his mana. Just in case. We'll throw another Mang down and then we just one-shot everything. We'll do that onto... I guess it doesn't really matter too much at this point. Well, we throw it on. Guess we'll do it on his first slot. Why not? And now everything dies to one shot. You know what? Actually, it does matter. I should have done it on his... Oh, no, never mind. It still would have died. I think we still have enough damage even with 40% reduction for him to die in one shot. What do we take here? I think it looks too good. We'll stick that for now, I guess. Let him do his little poke. It's not really going to do anything. Still don't have a good Apothecary anywheres. However, we can use it to rebarrier, I guess. That doesn't give us any value. This one also doesn't really do much, but we'll take it. Go do a thing. We'll then poke him. Okay, that wasn't enough. Whoops. I'll move that over, and now we get Apothecary almost. And get Apothecary so we can go feed it to full, and then we just Glaceon kill his entire team. Be able to at that point. Oh, unless he silences it. But then again, never mind, that's not going to matter because we unsilence it as soon as we do this. The Apothecary. One of the whole points of having Apothecary as well, she does have cleanse every cast. One of the best cleanser in the game. Looks like we won't even need Glaceon again. Maybe I should revamp it. That or even just put Skeleton there. The reason it's not currently Skeleton is the Browns get to leak into it. But for the quicker battles like that, which dungeons are basically starting to become quicker battles, pretty much just start using Skeleton again instead if we don't want to use a different option. Better start putting Keeper of Souls, but we don't have Keeper of Souls yet. It's the only issue with that. Okay, before we go, let's go get the last of those souls, because all we have to do for that is just run some quick PvP with Mountain Crusher and everything. One trophy for now. The other one's like a little bit too intimidating to try running with a soul farming team. Where did our team go? Where did our team go? Oh, I have it on PvP farming, that's why. I don't have it soul farming or mentioned as dragons or anything. Have you ever gone over teams for Warden event yet? Yes. You use triple Spirit Fox or Mountain Crusher, triple Spirit Fox, any weapon, triple Spirit Fox, Dawnbringer, triple Spirit Fox, and then for the later battles, you eventually switch to Mang, triple Spirit Fox. Those are all the teams you would run with. Any of those options. Okay, what can we do here? Let's do a thing. You stop doing turns. There you go. Get rid of barrier. Get rid of... actually, do we have a drop here? Do that for now. Do that on green. And you dice that skull. There we go. Okay, let's take a brown for now. Grab that. And now we just need a few more, and then we'll get all the souls we need. Or 2 trophy, I guess. Some of these 3 trophies are just too time-consuming to take for the most part. That's the main reason why I'm not going for them. We'll take that down for now. Because we can win like 2 of these true trophies within the time it takes to win 1 3 trophy for the most part. Especially when they're weaker ones like this one. But yeah, it feels good bringing back mid-game dragons. It's probably the place that it shines the best based on how dragons are currently. But yeah, Dragon Soul spam into various dragons has always been a pretty fun mid-game team. Plus you end up getting a bunch of souls out of it. What we're currently using to get our objective done. We had needing 300 souls earlier, now we're already down to only needing 1 more battle's worth of souls. Because we already got 165 souls within 2 battles, and this will be the final one for it. Yeah, did anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, there's the redeem code again if you're on any platform that isn't console. So if you're on PC mobile, basically. There's the redeem code. Might still already be, it might be used up, but it might can't talk. It might still have a few claims on it. But other than that, I'll probably be wrapping up for tonight. And tomorrow, of course, as well as this weekend, main objective that we'll be doing is farming the Vault event. Keep in mind, Nintendo Switch does not have Vault Event because it got it a little bit earlier than the other ones. But every version that isn't Nintendo Switch does have Vault Event this weekend. So yeah, you'll be able to farm that up to get a bunch of Vault Keys for a bunch of loots, a bunch of glory, and just a bunch of good stuff in general. If you're bothering to farm anything, might as well do it this weekend for the Vault Event. Anyways, guys, let me just double check. Did I miss any other questions in there? I don't think I did. Let's see. Is that considered a Mang Skull Spam team? Kind of. Mang Skull Spam is normally more towards things like Keeper of Souls, for the most part. Things that can alternatively do it. It isn't necessarily Skull Spam, but you can do it with... like, Skull Spam is normally considered... There's a few things that are considered Skull Spam. It's basically anything with Keeper of Souls, Glaceon plus Bloodhammer, any double convert into a double convert, like let's say Divine Ishbala into Quillen. Quillen doesn't exist on Nintendo Switch version though. And stuff like that. Where you basically have multiple things that can do Skulls or Keeper of Souls just because he has so much control on his own that Apothecary into Keeper of Souls basically is Skull Spam. But no, I wouldn't really consider Glaceon to be it. Same as just having one skeleton on your team. It's still a way to create skulls, isn't really spamming though. I guess you can kind of consider it a Skull Spam team. Depends what you're using it for. Generally, Skull Spam teams have the ability to infinitely spam skulls for the most part. If your team isn't infinitely spamming skulls, it probably isn't a Skull Spam team. It probably just has skulls as a mechanic, but it isn't spamming them. Because most spam teams can, maybe not indefinitely, but they can normally get like 10 skulls in a row or something similar to that. Or at least very easily chain like 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them. Let's see. Oh yeah, Divine Ishbala. I don't think we're getting Quillen for a while though in Nintendo Switch version. The easiest way to currently run Skull Spam on Nintendo Switch would probably be Apothecary Keeper of Souls. I don't have Keeper of Souls yet though, so I'm just trying to do it with Glaceon. It's not the same though. The other one is Glaceon plus Bloodhammer would work out pretty well, but I don't have Bloodhammer. Plus the Bloodhammer would need to be fully traded for that to work. So we need to get the trade stones for that. Anyways, guys, I guess I'll be heading out for tonight. As I mentioned, we'll be back tomorrow around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 12 hours from now. Should be on time. Other than that, we'll also be back at the same time we always are every night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow. And yeah, other than that, we're mainly just going to be leveling up our hero classes next week, or this weekend. I want to get level Sentinel to 100, as well as try to get Warden to 70. That's our 2 main goals as far as leveling. And while doing that, we'll be trying to get a bunch of loot from Vault Keys, and we'll just open all the Vault Keys immediately, have some codes, and all the normal good stuff, and answering questions and all that. But yeah, I don't believe we're getting any new content tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think tomorrow has anything new for the main version of the game. I actually forget if Nintendo Switch has anything going on. It probably does, but it might be nothing. Oh yeah, we have Bounty Hunter this Friday, right? Yeah, we have Bounty Hunter for this weekend, the second Bounty Hunter. So I'll probably try doing free battles again. I think we reached like reward 16 with free battles last time. And we could probably get even further now. Which does mean I might need to go do some PvP farming on this account because we need to go get a bunch of gold keys to try getting those up a little bit more or something. But we'll see. But anyways, guys, I'll catch all of you later. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. And good night, everyone. See you all later. And best of luck with the Vault event. Oh, how would you want me to donate to get your phone number? Let's see. How much would I need to donate to get my phone number? Well, I don't actually have a phone that I normally use. I have like a house phone, but I can give you my Discord if you want. Donation links are in the description if you want. You can either just send it through PayPal or through the whatever that first one is. You can either do it through credit card or PayPal or whatever you want to use for it. But I don't know. I can give you my Discord if you want. I can do that right after the stream. I'll go head out for now.